Hi guys, you're welcome again to Tutorial Space with me, Ola. In this video, we'll be talking about the Extend tool, which can be seen to be located in this drop down here, Extend Entities. The Extend tool is somewhat a direct opposite of the Trim tool. Now if you are watching this tutorial but you don't know how to use the Trim tool, I suggest you click on the info icon at the top right corner of your screen, which is showing just about now. Okay, it is important for me at this point to state the main difference between the Trim and the Extend. The Trim tool cuts from an existing sketch, while the Extend adds to an existing sketch. So here we go. We'll continue from the examples that we used during the Trim tool tutorial. So I have already the shapes that have been trimmed. Now over to the tool. My desire is to extend this sketch line over here. So what do? The idea of extend is not to extend a line onto infinity, but onto a certain distance. So it is very logical for the program to ask me where I intend to extend to. As a matter of fact, if you told someone extend this, the next question is to where? So also is the case with SolidWorks software. So we can see this idea illustrated also in these icons up here. You can see a black line with short dashes, which is stopping at another black line. But in the case where we cannot speak to the software directly, our method of doing this, of informing the software where we want the extension to end, is to ensure that there is a geometry that breaks our extension, which means this would not work except there is a sketch to obstruct the extend function. So I'll do this to show us where it wouldn't work. Draw a line here, okay, and also draw a line this way. Drag this somewhat here. Okay, so go to the Extend tool and then I click on this line. So you notice the software says the element cannot be extended any further, and that's simply because there is no sketch entity breaking this line anywhere, whether above or beneath. So what about if I select on this line here? Now you notice that it has extended up to this point. If I select this part of the line, it extends over to this point here. Now if I come back to this line and click, you notice that it has extended over to this point. But then there is an important rule. A sketch entity cannot extend to itself, like in the case of a circle which has been trimmed, or an ellipse, or an arc. There must be another entity entirely to break its extension. So like in this case, selecting on this is not going to be extended, even though it could come over here and then close up. But if I choose to draw a line coming from the center up this way and go back to the Extend tool and come over here, now you notice that this has extended to this line. However, clicking on this part is not going to come over to that line, because it simply means that the entire sketch is being changed. Alright, so this is where we end with this tool, and if you have questions to ask, feel free to drop your comments and I'll see you in the next tutorial where we will treat the Convert Entities tool.